Hey, you guys, thank you for checking in, tuning in with Coach Kizzy. So I was just live, and I said that I wasn't gonna go live until um another time. So my thing, this what I want to tell you today. So when I tell you about when people tell you that every day, every day wake up. When I tell you about putting sticky notes on the mirror and stuff and reminding yourself that you are worthy of being here and everything, that is affirmations. So you do that every day. So I'm like my little list that I say. I'm just gonna give you my list, and you can do it however you want to do it. So so here goes some, and mine might not be what yours is, but when I read it, so I said, no, you know what, this is a list for me. So when you wake up in the morning, just know that you are worthy to be on this earthly land. Just know that you are somebody. So what you would say, just stick your notes up around wherever you walk at. If you stay by yourself, I have your notes everywhere. And when you walk by them, say them every day. Um, I have beautiful qualities to offer this world. I deserve to be appreciated. I am strong. I can do this. I am proud of who I am. I am stronger because of my struggles. I am kind. I am beautiful inside and out. I am enough. I am grateful for the gifts in my life. I am attracting positive experiences in my life. I am open to new opportunities. I deserve respect and loyalty. I will achieve my goals. I am successful. I appreciate what I have in my life right now. I embrace change. I deserve peace. I will stay away from negative forces in my life. I am a gift. I am confident. I am blessed. I choose to see the positive even in tough times. I will follow my heart. I will look after myself. So all them things right there. All them things right there, you manifesting over your life. There comes a point of time in your life that you want to fix things that's happening in your life. Because if you study repeating cycle over cycle over cycle, then change is good. Let's get the change in us. Let's get the change. Change is good. Just like I talked about this red shelf that I painted. Change. Change one thing today. It's 4:14 a.m. Central Standard Time in Dallas, Texas. Change one thing that you want to change. Start step by step. Cause I know sometimes it just don't happen overnight. It don't happen overnight. But over time, you'll start feeling the change. You'll start seeing the change because you're working on yourself. You're not working towards a relationship. Have a relationship with yourself first before you can dish out a relationship. Have a relationship with yourself. Start fixing yourself. Once you start fixing yourself, and then the core is what? The Most High God. But He's not going to help you unless you want the help. He's not going to help you until you fix yourself and be willing to accept Him as your Lord and Savior. You have to forgive others. You have to forgive yourself. You have to put trust in yourself. You have to put the trust in the Most High God. Everything trust. You have to love others. You have to love yourself. You got to love the Most High God. So don't never say that. Don't never say that. Oh, they this color, they that color. Oh, I don't like them. You're already saying what you don't like. You're supposed to love one another. I don't care what color they are. I don't care if they look like a dog. That's not for you to even tell them that they look like a dog. That's not for you to even judge them because that's not your business. God created them as their own image. So whatever they look like, let them look like it. They still beautiful. In God's eyes, they are beautiful. So fix your heart, and do these things every day. And just know everybody on this earthly land, they are beautiful. You are beautiful. In and out. In and out. Well, know why? Because everybody has potential to be beautiful in and out. So if you got a nasty attitude, that makes you an ugly person. I don't care if you're a movie star. I don't care if you the beautiful model that's around town, around wherever, around the world. But if you have a nasty attitude, ain't nobody gonna even want to work with you. Ain't nobody gonna even want to do anything with you because that makes you ugly. That makes you ugly. But don't judge a book by its cover because what it looks like. So if you see somebody that's real, because people be like, "Oh, they just so big and they so fat, they this and they that," but it makes you ugly. It makes you ugly because you putting down on that person. It makes you very ugly because you putting somebody else down. So if you a sister and you seeing another sister and telling this sister that, oh, you doing this and you that and oh, you just don't look right, you ain't gonna never get no man. Why put that sister down? Because it's something about that sister. It's something about that sister that you don't have. That's what it is. It's something about that sister that you don't have. So now that comes to the point where you start being jealous of that sister just because that sister probably fat, ugly, whatever you want to call them. Probably fat and ugly, but her life is together. Her life is together. So you start respecting others as you want yourself to be respected. Because at the end of the day, then when somebody start calling you names or H and B and all that stuff, then that's gonna drive you nuts. That's gonna make you feel the same way that you just put that person down, right? Or if somebody don't have the cars or the money, the clothes or whatever you want them to look like, well then uplift them, uplift them, and tell them, you know what, I'm not being funny, but girl, let's go shopping, let's go do something. Make them feel good about themselves instead of trying to drag people in the mud with you because you want to be ugly towards a person. People have feelings. And when people have feelings, you got to understand when you hurting people and you're talking about people, you're sinning. You're sinning. We don't have no room to judge for nobody. That's not our part to judge one another. That's not our part. That's not our part. That's God's part. He can only judge us. That's God's part. So let God do the judging. If he made her however he made her, or if she don't have this or if he don't have that, then that's God part to judge each and every one of us on this earthly land. That's not for us as an individual to judge anybody. That's why when people sit at my table, I don't care what you look like at my table. I don't care what you look like at my table. That's not. I didn't pick you. I didn't pick you to sit at my table because what you look like. It comes from within yourself. I done had somebody that people just thought that was just so ugly. Not being in a relationship with them, but just my friend thought that they were so ugly. But my thing was they wasn't ugly to me because they treated everybody else right. And people be jealous about what people have. It be what people have on the inside of them, And that's what makes people so jealous about what people have. That's why people put people down to make yourself look good. But that doesn't make yourself look good. It makes you look ugly. That's bullying somebody. I don't like bullies. I would never sit at the table with a bully. I can't see myself. I can't see myself just sitting here and letting somebody just tear somebody down. Why you want to tear somebody down? Why you want to talk about somebody? If somebody's not doing right in their life, that's not for you. That's not for you to judge it. That's not for you to be on the phone. That's not for you to be on the phone talking about what Susie doing over there at her house. That's her and God. God taking her through her trials and tribulations or whatever he got going on in her life. So therefore, that is not for you to get on the phone and tell everybody about what Susan got going on at her house. Let Susan and the Most High God take care of that. If you're gonna be a friend to Susan, then talk to Susan and uplift Susan and tell Susan, everything gonna be all right. Pray with Susan instead of trying to put Susan down to another individual. Because if you talk about that individual to that person, then what makes you think that you wouldn't talk about that person to somebody else? Start understanding what life is about. Life is not about always thinking that you the beautiful person in the world. You the most beautiful person in the world. Or you this fine and you this thick and can't nobody touch you and can't nobody do this and can't no you can think highly of yourself, but my thing is don't put others down. At the same time, don't put others down. Because when you start doing that, then God gonna start showing you exactly what He want to show you in your life. Because you think you too highly and grand to go through a storm. God tests everybody on this earthly land, not just one person. He tests your faith. He tests your love. He does what he want to on this earthly land. Can't nobody tell him what to do. The pastor can't tell him what to do. God over the pastor. So I hope that helps somebody today. Today, if you see somebody that you just that you out that you if you're a person that you always want to say, oh, she just big and she just ugly, or oh, look at him, look at his stomach, look at this and look at that. If you're a person like that, let me tell you something today. Tell that woman she's beautiful. Tell that man he's beautiful. Tell that man he's handsome. Because I get tired of people always talking about somebody, or what they don't have, or what they do, and what this, or whatever. That's not what the world is about. The world's supposed to be a support system to one another. A support system. It actually supposed to be you uplifting that sister or that brother out that storm, helping them out that storm. Supposed to be helping them out the storm. But people don't do that nowadays because they stuck in their ways. They stuck in the evil ways. Because that's what you used to. That's why I say change is good. Once you start realizing change is good in your life, then you'll have a better life. And God wouldn't show up in your life is how He shows up in your life. Start knowing what it is to be on this earthly land. But that's my time, you guys. I sure hope that helps somebody today. I just want to tell the sisters and the brothers or whoever you is, if you always felt like you had a low self-esteem, you don't. Get that out your mind. Get that out your mind. You are beautiful inside and out. And start acting like it today. Okay? Don't no matter what nobody done told you. Everybody, if somebody said you ain't gonna never get married, you ain't gonna do this, and you ain't worthy of being on this earth, you tell them this Tell them that I told you this. Tell them I love you. Just tell them I love you. And don't worry about what they say about you. Because you are worthy to be on this earthly land. So tell them you love them and push on and go on about your business. And if it's your friend, limit your time with that friend. And eventually skirt on away from that friend. Because that's not a friend. That's somebody that's going to tear you down. So when they put you down, just tell them you love them. Just tell them you love them. I love you. I love you. And no matter whatever you say about me, life still goes on. You understand what I'm saying? Tell them you love them. So I know you're beautiful. God know you're beautiful. So start acting like it. So that's my time, you guys. I really have been talking a lot, but sometimes it is what it is, and sometimes it's best for me to just get on here and just talk and start pointing out what it needs to be done. So I hope this helped each and every one of you today. So always remember, start writing sticky notes on your wall, your window, whatever you want to put them at. Put them in your car too, and tell yourself that you are beautiful, that you are this. You are worthy for everything that you need or want in this on this earthly land. All you gotta do is follow and believe in what God can do in your life. So with that being said, you guys, that's my time. And always remember that God loves you and so do I.